What's up everyone, my name is Nairo and today I'm gonna be playing Sakura Spirit. Some of you may be wondering why I haven't been making any video recently. Well, the first question is, I'm gonna answer it. The reason is because just all the time I try to record a video, my computer always end up crashing. And last week when I tried to record it, and the computer it did not just crash, but almost smoke started to come out too. I'm surprised that stupid computer even almost burned down my house. I mean, seriously, that will be pretty bad. Let me fix this thing. There we go. Okay, so after answering those questions, some of you might be wondering, so whatever, let's get this game started. Every person has a dream they wish to pursue. Yet as people grow up, they often are forced to realize that obtaining that dream is just that, a childish illusion that is simply impossible to reach out for. At least that's what most people say. Then what about those who do accomplish their dreams? Are they merely incredibly lucky? Every man has a dream they want to accomplish. However, there is something really important you should know, my boy. That a real man doesn't give up on their dream, no matter what overwhelming challenging they might face. I still remember those foolish words my dad used to say, yet despite their silly nature, I found myself inspired by them. Ever since I was a child, I was interested in martial arts. It didn't even matter whether it was following my match on television or reading a manga about some heroic martial artist. It's always been a dream for me to become a martial artist someday. Of course, it was a bit childish to admit. I wanted to learn martial art to be able to be a hero. But at my age, I already came to understand that superheroes were a part of our imagination. I still held the desire to use my power for the other's sakes. My name Guchiken and Takehiro, 17-year-old rising judo star. And no, that's not me doing some smoke talking. I'm actually about to take part in a competition 2 weeks from now. That will make or break my career at an international level. Of course, I was excited about the opportunity to finally accomplish my dream and represent my country at a sport that I love, but the same excitement also made me feel incredibly nervous. While those words and thought haunted my mind, a familiar voice resounded from outside the window. Oi, Taka-kun! You get your butt in gear. Hi, I'll be right there, Koyomi. Not wanting to keep Koyomi waiting, I quickly dashed toward the front door to let her in. Not even realizing that I was still in my pajamas, so what? Just a moment, Koyomi. Gotta grab my shoes and then we can go to school. Really? I didn't know our school has a strict uniform or sleepover policy, dummy. Nice hammy, by the way. Did you borrow them from your mom? That's so mean. For a moment my eyes drifted downwards, noticing that I was indeed wearing my pajamas. I let out a groan of annoyance and marched back towards my room. Bleh! There's nothing wrong with my jammies. The Golden Knight is The Golden Knight is a famous comic book hero in the West. Besides, not everyone prefers to sleep naked like you. Among those words, I started to strip out of my clothes, seemingly not minding the presence of a girl behind me at all. That happened one time, you know, and it was super hot that evening. And just warn me before you strip in front of me, you idiot. You didn't mind it when we were little. Perhaps you wanted me to turn around instead. No, stop! Don't make me kick your ass. Deciding I had teased her enough, I quickly pulled on my pants and resumed working on with many few items of clothes before. I was super dressed for school. Besides, I have a reason for being so distracted. You've been distracted a lot lately. What's going on in the hollow school of yours? Is that upcoming match? I got no idea how anyone can remain calm when an international career is at stake. It won't be surprised if I started making up enough doomsday scene in order to fill up the apocalyptic genre. Alright, the judo thing. I'm sure you'll do fine. I've seen some of your matches and you kick butt. Of course, if you really, really worry, you could always pray. Pray? Oh my god, my damn nose. Damn you, college practice. What don't tell me you don't know is that one of the school legends. There's some shrine up in the forest that if you pray to it, it will give you a good luck. Ichikawa-san said that his sister prayed in the night before her exam and she got 100%. A shrine that is said to give you good luck sounds bogus to me, but at this point I'll try out anything, I guess. Maybe I'll talk to our classmate to get the location of the shrine. I'm not exactly in the mood to get lost in the forest and turn into a Japanese Tarzan. Well, whatever. If you do go looking, at least send me a message to let me know that you're going to hurry up. Stupid nose. Are you going to hurry up, or are we gonna be late again? A hero is never too early, nor they are too late. They arrive at precisely when needed. But for the sake of missing the attention, let's hurry. Oh god. That's a wizard, not a hero, genius. How can one person be such a sport nerd and such a geek at the same time? Let's not forget, the Casanova and Man of the Year candidate bits the important detail. I doubt you qualify as either of them, Pajama Boy. Anyway, let's boldly go where everyone has gone before. To school! Boom, boom, boom! Ugh, nerd. Several hours later. It had been during the afternoon that I finally had the chance to talk to my classmate in an attempt to get an idea where that shrine Koyomi had mentioned before had been located. Gym was the last thing on the menu for today, so once we started getting ready to go home, I approached the guys. Hey Chikawa, is it true that your sister discovered some shrine that is said to grant her some good luck? Oh ho ho, let me guess, you also want to date her. Well, even though I do have to admit she's very attractive, I'm afraid she's already going out with someone. Not to mention you're not her type. I already got my hands full dealing with Koyomi. You can keep your sister where she is. And yoga aside, I'm more interested in the shrine. Did she mention where she found it? I didn't know there was anything near the forest aside from the dojo. Oh well, she's something about being near the river and quite high up. I'll be honest, I didn't pay too much attention when she was going on about. I mean, she was wearing this top, and it was tight and... Stop! We don't need to hear that details. I doubt anyone wants to hear you daydreaming about your sister, my friend. Oh my god, what a perv. And anyone else who heard about this shrine before? Are you two talking about the log shrine in the forest? Yes, the one only and only. There's supposed to be one near everywhere according to Ichikawa's sister. I don't know about that, but there's a fairy girl at the Sakura dojo who knows more. Wait, are you talking about Ariyama-sama? Small, strong, and crazy? That's the one. Well, then I can be a bit more help. Takahiro, I know that and where this place is. I didn't think Ariyama Senpai will like if you end up visiting her without her usual treat in mind. Do I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to pick at her after she finished her training? There was blood, sweat, and tears. Just shut up! I do not go picking there. That's slander. I could sue you. I do not look into changing room after practicing when Ariyama is showering. Oh, that you haven't seen her naked yet. I think a bit of side boob, but the knot hole I found doesn't really let me get a good view of. There we go. Someone called the cops. Pippin Ichikawa has confessed. I playfully patted Ichikawa's shoulder while I turned around and grabbing my bag in the process while I prepared to leave. Anyway, thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I let the judge know you were the most helpful during the interrogation. Oh my god, my damn nose. This is unfair. I was coarse. I won't say another thing until I speak to my to my. You don't have a fucking lawyer. The heck. After school was over, I decided to bet my chance on the little bit of intel I had obtaining from my classmate. If my memory served my right, then Ariya Senpai was about to be practicing at the dojo today. Of course, I knew her. In the end, she was a judo student like me. But for some reason, I heard that she declined the invitation to compete in a serious tournament. Ever since a certain event happened. Ariya Senpai, are you around? While I shouted her name, I parked my bag at the nearby stall and looking around for her. Hooah! Hiya! Hiya! Follow the shot and you find the senpai. I grinned briefly as I saw my senpai seemingly being occupied with the practicing of series of motion, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Perhaps it was a perfect opportunity to get closer to her and surprise her a little. Slowly I snuck over, making sure to make as little noise as possible before I reached with a hand toward her shoulder. Ariya? At the touch against her shoulder, Ariya Senpai reacted. She grabbed hold of my hand and with a loud grunt shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder. It was all I could do to brace myself for impact as I hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. Hiya! No one sneak up on the great Kunoichi Ariya. Oh, Takabosu. I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry, are you okay? Kunoichi more like Tasmanian devil. That throat even hold a shirt of mercy in it. There's no mercy in the ring. Takabosu, better you learn that lesson now. Then in 2 weeks' time, let me guess, you want to do some sparring, right? I actually came here to ask something, but perhaps a little sparring won't hurt after all. After that. Oh? What do you want to ask? We got all the afternoon for the sparring and I could do it with a bit of break anyway. Where to start? Senpai, you used to take part in a big and important match, didn't you? Get nervous before the big moment? Oh yeah, ha! This one time I got so nervous I hid in the kitchen cupboards until Dad found me and dragged me to the car. By my collar? Of course, that was when I was like 8. Well, obviously I can't go high for my match, but some friend of mine made it in this rather city suggestion to go pray at something. Honestly, at this point, I'd take anything if it calms my nerve a little. The Gobos, are you sure about this? You mean the match? Of course I am. I've been practicing judo ever since I could walk. It's the best chance to represent the country and in the sport I love to. Senpai seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping the side of her jaw with a finger. Eventually, she snapped her finger and grabbed hold of me tightly. Alright, I'll take you the way to the shrine. But it's not just going to be as simple as clap your hands together and buck your head. You need to give something to the shrine, something worth. I guess I'll figure that out by the time we get there anyway. Thanks, Senpai. I appreciate it. Oh no. Takabosu. I'm not going with you. I've got training to do myself. Besides, you gotta take this step at yourself. I can give you a mad and easy way to get back here, but you'll be on your own. You're not tagging along, as it'll be my own adventure to undertake. Afraid so, Takabosu. Let me just grab some paper and draw a map. After Ariga's return, I followed the direction that the map had given me. Surprisingly enough, it wasn't all that far. The tip to get back if I got the lost with a little sketch. Just look down and you'll be able to see the dojo roof from anywhere in the hill. The forest nearby the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. A lone path coiling along the tree, and there was even the river, which Ikawa's sister had mentioned in distance. Of course, I decided to stay with Senpai direction after an hour or so. I arrived at the shrine. The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained despite being in the middle of nowhere. It made me wonder if someone secretly lived there. Damn, I skipped. And yet nobody's around. I started knowing that the fact that the shrine grounds seemed to be entirely abandoned. It was mysterious how the building seemed well maintained, but for the time being I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. I took only a few moments before I gathered the courage to enter the temple itself, and inside the search found rather a fancy looking shrine of sort, the back hall. Guess that's the shrine everyone's talking about. Suddenly I folded up the map and given after putting it inside my bag, approached the shrine. I was kinda skeptical about this whole religious aspect, so I didn't hold too much confidence in the idea of some shrine granting me luck. I will need to win this match. In fact, I don't really think luck is going to help me much in a match like this. In my opinion, martial art doesn't really hold any place for luck. A match was all about using the knowledge you gathered from experience you obtained in previous match and a nice bit of talent to help guide you through the match. There was simply no room for something so superstitious like luck. Clearly, this will be a match where my experience and talent will be tested against that of my opponents. Nothing more and nothing less. How curious. The boy doesn't believe in superstition, and yet this child of man stands here in a place of power surrounded by the very thing he denounced. Up hearing the voice, I looked around trying to find a source, but there was no one to be seen. Who's there? A classic question to ask, and yet the right thing to ask will be, where am I? What do you mean? Obviously you are here hiding nearby. Perhaps, but entertain me for a little longer. Why do you come here if you do not believe in things like luck? I came here to prepare myself. Oh? Do enlighten me about what this something might be. that you're preparing yourself for. I felt a little bit annoyed at the question, but perhaps if I kept talking to her, I will be able to find out where that girl was hiding. I'm preparing for my competition at a judo match. Judo? What's that? Seriously, you don't know what judo is? It's a high-skill combat art. So you're a warrior. Hesitant to go into battle and came here in hope of finding the resolve to fight. I'm not sure about that warrior part. It's shit! Stupid Peter, why they had to go skip so much? A hero, this shrine is meant to be to bless heroes like yourself. However, every great hero has to sacrifice something in return for the shrine blessing. Sounds like the other Wait, what? Sounds like what the others mentioned. However, I like your version more. Laughing briefly at the story the hidden girl was telling about the shrine, I decided to play along and clap my hands together and pray in a prayer. So what's next? Toss my allowance into the praying box? Don't be silly. Money if has little importance to a hero. For your sacrifice. For you, the sacrifice will be something much more interesting than and precious to you. Precious. I look forward to see what destiny has in store for you. As if on cue, the moment the girl words reached my ear, I felt nauseous, like my head was spinning wildly. Slowly, I staggered my backward. Stop escaping, you damn machine! Despite my attempts to get back up, what I could do was briefly look up at a girl. The sight of horns and tail made me wonder if she was cosplaying as some sort of anime character, but before I had the chance to say anything, my vision was consumed entirely by darkness. Damn, there's a lot of reading here. The rays of sunlight that glares into my face steer me back to conscious. A groan of annoyance leaving my mouth while I tried to get back onto my feet. I felt a bit dizzy, but the first thing I noticed was that I was no longer within the shrine. Rather, it looked like the forest that was surrounding the dojo. Of course, my first thought was I look around to see if I could find the same girl from before, but no trace of her presence had lingered behind. To make things even more curious, the old worn down path that I had followed and missed, the tree was better maintained than I remember. Maybe I should head home. The thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices came from nearby. Get back here, Hikage! Stop them at once! Just what exactly do you think I'm doing? I'm chasing them. I'm trying to stop them. Yeah! I think it's... Oh my god. I think they spotted what's missing on Asama. Keep running, Shibiko, and we just might escape. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any weirder, there came the sound of heavy footfalls from the forest nearby. What in the world is going on here? Just a little bit away from the path I was walking on, and I saw a pair of girls being chased by another pair of girls. However, they were the thing I noticed that didn't make any sense for me. The first detail was the girl being chased had ears and tails of a fox, and the other being the girl doing the chasing were armed with katanas and naginata. Conniving Kitsune, come back here at once. Return what you stole immediately. Give me back my panties! Oh my god. Hikage! How could you blur out something like that? Panties. Oh god. Haha. Oh no. Oh god, what the fuck? This is so messed up and funny at the same time. Help save us from the rampaging woman. While the girl had run away, seemingly into the direction the shrine was located, and I couldn't help but find myself struggling with the decision to just leave them be. Well, I didn't know when the world was going on. The fate of two girls were on with their rather realistic looking props. For sure, they couldn't be real. I couldn't call myself a hero if I let such scene go by without acting. I'm so going to regret this. Mumbling in annoyance, I started chasing after the girls. He gotta go around to the left. Right. Left. Why do you always undermine me? Oh, Gami, I wasn't saying that. I was saying right. I was? You know, I'm getting confused. The music is silly music. Oh my god. Oh, Kami, I wasn't saying right. I was, you know, what never mind, just run after them. While I was chasing after the girls, I noticed the trees seemingly were getting a little bit denser, making it more difficult to navigate along the path. Onesama, I don't think I can run much more. I'm starting to get a little Guess a little longer, Michael-chan. We're almost... Michael! Not a headache, not now. Sorry, Onesama. Scissor attack! I arrived just in time to find a scene straight from an action movie. A fox girl with a blonde hair had collapsed, seemingly being held up in her companion's lap. The two young girls were approaching them while almost unexpectedly with killing instinct running up amok. Any martial artist could feel that. Those two girls were going to be in for a beating if I don't stop them. We got you now, thieves. I'm going to personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both stop. But maybe I'll even see how you feel running around without any undies on. Yeah, although I must admit, having a breeze, oh god, a breeze down there does feel kinda nice. Keeps me feeling fresh and a little bit tingly. Okay. Hikage, goodness, you have no shame, do you? This isn't about yours neither. Neither. This is about panties and bras stolen and these two criminals being brought to justice. Oh god. Onesama is hurt. My head hurts. Shh, it's going to be okay, Shibiko. Hey, you guard, if you are so desperate to have your underwear back, then here, catch! Stop right there. Oh god, he got himself. However, before I was able to interrupt the conversation, the silver-haired fox girl tossed a pair of objects into the air. It seemed whatever they were, the two samurai girls were frustrated by the toss. A projectile whose trajectory out that much freaking saliva. Yeah, I had to drink something. Was heading straight to my face. I'm blinded. Who the hell tossed this up? Peeling off the projectiles from my face, I raised them lightly into the air like Professor. Oh my god, what the hell, man? Like a professor examining an important sample. At the same time, the fox girls made their escape. A pink bra and lacy black panties. Oh boy, I guess it was going to end up well. Are you there? Are you in cahoots with crafty Kitsune? Give those back immediately. Damn it! So many damn words. It's hilarious. Immediately, those are evidence of a crime, and not for anyone else to touch. Drop the panties right now! I'm innocent until I'm proven guilty. One of the golden rules of court. Now stop pointing those weapons at me so I can hand over your undies without being turned into kebab. What? No, stop! Shut up! Just drop the evidence and walk away. I'm Tsukino Miyo, chief of the village guard, and I am ordering you to drop what you're holding right now. I don't know of any village guards, and sincerely I doubt cop will go around dressed like that. And wielding katana, more importantly. The ground here is muddy and dirty. You sure she'll drop the evidence? I mean, cool, but before I could react, the pink-haired woman launched toward me the spike of her naginata, aiming for my guts. My reflexes caught just in time, and I was able to palm away the spear as it sailed through the air. I struck upwards on the wooden shaft of the weapon, sending it up in the air and unbalancing the woman. Narumi, I did not order you to attack. Fine, I'll give them back. It's just my luck to find the girls with weapons to be the Sunder's one. Deciding to extend the hands that the held the girls their undies, I tried to hand them over. Something that I will soon end up regretting. Ha! Thinking I thought something so simple, fool, you may have fooled me once, but not twice. The woman swung her weapon wide, and raising the thick wooded pole into my side before I could dodge. She then lunges over and grabbed me tightly, pulling my arms around behind my back, leaving me with sore ribs. Damn it. Sore ribs and prone position. I could have fought back, but figured it would only lead to more fighting and possibly being stabbed, which I could do without, so I remained passive. The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed the silky underwear from my hands triumphantly. Your method might be crude, but they get results. Hikage bind his wrist and will bring him in for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves have been hiding. Right. And people wonder why criminals will resist at all costs. I mumble weakly while I watch the girls with naginata tie my wrist together with some rope she had concealed somewhere. I hope it was meant for actual criminals, and soon felt myself dragged by the duo toward the direction of the city. Surely once I arrived at the city, you two will stop this role playing of yours and let me go, right? As much as I like to fool around, I got more important things to do. The city, huh? We're not taking you all that way. Go spend the days in the village cell, thief. Who are you calling a thief? I'm a victim. First, they tossed undies in my face, then I had to do with physical abuse, and I even slandered. Besides, there's no village around this part. It's the city, you know. Suki no Tochi? Silence. Kage, if he speaks again before we get to the village, you'll You have my permission to knock him unconscious. Soon the tyrant. That's funny. And that's how I was on my way to jail. So, cuffed and dragged by two girls that I started to suspect were pretty much crazy in the head. When we left the forest behind us, the first thought that filled my mind was panic. The city I had lived in my whole life, it was gone. You got to be kidding me. If it wasn't in Tsukinotoshi, then where the hell did my hometown disappear to? Hey, no talking. Come on, I don't want to bop you that much. Kinda made me punch or two. I just want to know what the heck you blocked my strike easily. Your attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was a little bit predictable. Just the right movement, enough to pressure behind and counter, and that's what the result you saw. But anyway, let me play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the building look more like they could be in some sort of classic samurai movie. What the heck is a movie? This is Harumaru. Okay. It's been here for years. I thought I told you to silence him if he spoke. Actually, you told me that I could do it if you didn't tell me that I had to. Must be tough being her subordinate. Be silent, or I will silence you for good. This time it seems to not be an idle threat. For the girls unsheathed her katanas and rested the tip of the blade against my throat. I already started to regret having played the hero earlier. Hopefully there will be someone with more common sense in this village. Several minutes later. Damn, I had to take a breather. And some water. I soon find myself confined with a small room, the stern-looking Sunder tyrant glaring down at me while the other girls, seemingly called Narumi, had at least softened up a little. From what I've gathered during their conversation, they had called the village elder to help receive my questioning. What purpose did this theft have? Are you just some perverted guy who gets up sniffing girls on the? I had to cut them off. What? I already told you, I wasn't at the wrong place at the wrong time. Not to mention anything worn by you will likely smell burnt or taste sour. What? Oh my gosh. I couldn't see too well from the cell where they had put me, but I am almost certain I could hear Narumi laughing nearby. Suki no Dono, please calm down. You brought him here, and learned the reason behind the presence in the forest, right? That's right, Hayata-san. I believe he was working with a kitsune to steal panties and other things. Objection! What are you objecting to, sir? The evidence surrounding the defendant's accusation is... Oh my god, this is so Phoenix Wright. The defendant's accusation is fabricated. Now, Narumi-san, could you please answer this question for the judge? was the defendant, aka myself, anywhere near the kitsune while you two were chasing them? Hold it! Just who are you calling judge here? Stop shouting or I will strike you down. Oh my god. Hey Mayu, maybe the whole angry accusation thing isn't working. This guy is clearly not a bandit, nor a threat. We could just ask him while he was up there in the woods. If he has valid reason, then Sheriff. Damn it, that screen is so damn small. Valid reason, and then Sheriff. If not, then he's Penny Thief, and we'll use him as a punching bag out in the yard. That's pretty cool. Finally, and here I thought it was about to become a turnabout case. For real. I sighed deeply, partly amused to how, despite the serious situation, I was able to remain calm by acting like several characters I've seen in movies or games. In other words, he's been playing Phoenix Wright. As long as I won't become a nice person. God, the puppy is barking. This prisoner, this thing will hopefully end up. Okay, I had to stop the video right here. Shush! Shh! Shush! Shush! Okay, I had to stop the video right here. Comment, subscribe, and leave a like. And I hope that you can make the next video soon. See ya.